563 kilometers, the distance between San Francisco and Los Angeles. This is the world record for the longest non-stop run. It was set in 2005 by Dean Karnazes, an absolute legend.
Love watching my body deteriorate to the point where I'm getting beat to shit.
And that's the spirit we're looking for. He didn't sleep, he didn't take a break. It took him 80 hours and 44 minutes. And I will try to beat him. Okay, I think the question is, how do we define a non-stop run? I know that Dean changed his socks, he changed his shoes multiple times, but allegedly he didn't sleep or sit down. So I will be on my feet the whole time.
Wie lange kann ich fliegen, bis du leiten?
I have never run more than a marathon non-stop, so I'm unprepared, guys. Let's go. And to make sure that we don't do something that accidentally ends the challenge right away, here are the rules, with the information we have. I'm allowed to change my clothes. This means I can stop temporarily and also use the toilet. But I'm not allowed to sit or lie down, lean on anything or use any kind of equipment. To sum it up in one sentence, I have to stay on my feet, and as long as I'm able to keep moving without any external help, the challenge is on. While I'm getting the first few kilometers in, let's have a look where I'm actually running. This is Ohlsdorf Cemetery, the largest green space in the city, and the perfect place for a run like this. There are public restrooms on the grounds, the guys can accompany me for the most part with the car, and since the route I picked takes me across the entire area, it's not too boring to run it continuously. Each lap is exactly 13.5 kilometers, and it's an absolutely beautiful place. Okay, and this is the first lap. 13.5k, an hour and 21 minutes in. Okay guys, now let's take a look at what I consumed during this run. I like to keep things simple, follow the online recommendations, experiment a bit, and then find out what works best for me. Here's my approach. I mix 600 ml of water with 60 grams of Isostar's Endurance Plus mix. This gives me 57 grams of carbs and 230 calories, and take a few sips every 10 minutes. My stomach handles it pretty well, and although there are probably better options out there, I find that many of them are just too expensive. For food, I eat one Cliff Bar every hour, providing 36 grams of carbohydrates and 268 calories. Later on, I plan to add some bananas and maybe even some potatoes. Altogether, that brings me to 600 ml of water, 93 grams of carbohydrates and roughly 500 calories per hour. This plan combines online research, products that have worked for me in the past, and most importantly, it's simple. Let's see if I can maintain my energy level with this. Thank you, boys. See you.
Kann ich mit links nicht wieder machen. Ich krieg's hin,
Ja, okay. Zack. Jetzt wirf die offene Flasche her.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, das kannst du aber noch.
Alles klar. One question you might ask is, what happens if I have to use the toilet? There are all these chapels in this area, and the toilets are always open. And now I have to pee, so there's no problem with sitting down. I have to take a dump later on. Yeah, we will figure that out later. While I kept raking up the miles, the guys were doing an awesome job getting the drinks ready, finding me on the course, providing me with all the fuel I needed, filming, and then even getting those amazing drone shots. And this is 40. So far, so good. Very good. Okay, 3 laps, 40k. I had to keep an easy pace, 6 minutes per kilometer, 6:15 maybe. I don't stop the watch, so time runs. Let's stretch a little bit. I feel a little bit dehydrated, just a little bit. So I think I switched to 500 milliliters every 30 minutes for now. Yeah. Time has come, and it's urgent, guys. It's a normal toilet, and I have to use it. So, guys, please. Get out of here. And guys, I promise, I didn't sit down. I guess you have to trust me on that one. Let's continue. GG. Bedankt. This was the 4th lap, 54.5. Yeah, the body starts to hurt a little bit everywhere. So, but just a little bit. And slowly but surely, this whole challenge started to get a bit more serious. GG. Okay, boys. Let's go.
Ich kann nicht mehr. Bist du schon am Arsch?
Ja, ich kann noch, aber es macht keinen Sinn.
$60k in, and this is officially now the longest distance I've ever run in my life, non-stop. So, unknown territory is in front of us, and this is just awesome. Now we can test our limits. Let's go. MVP. GG.
Es ist mittlerweile 19:35 Uhr 14. Philips Getränke sind gemacht. Mittlerweile hat er schon hier eine Packung Cliff aufgefressen. Wir stehen hier und warten.
Yep. Here we are. Almost 80. It's getting dark, a bit colder. The real challenge starts now. My stomach is fine, so the Cliff bars, they're working pretty good. Energy level is still high. I'm starting to feel a little bit sick and headache, so I need to hydrate a bit more. If I truly wanted to push myself to my limit, there could only be one goal. Keep moving and get through the night, no matter what. This is 90. I could feel every little break or conversation with the guys draining my energy. In a perfect world, I would have switched to a lighter track to just focus on running, but that wasn't an option. By now, the entire area was completely dark. Only the main road was well lit, so we decided to stick to that part, a stretch of about 5 kilometers. So we take this route for the next, till the morning. 5k loop over and over again. Let's go. First 100k in the bag. 11 hours, 42 minutes. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm getting tired. I wanted to take a nap, 5-minute nap, but I can't. If I do that, the challenge is over. 101k. I just left the boys and I could see they are struggling too. It was a long day, but I mean for now they have to wait, refill the bottle. Couldn't do this challenge without them. Tough night for all of us. At this point, I was already switching between running and walking, but I knew as long as I could stay on my feet, I still had a chance. But just in a few minutes, our morale was about to take a massive hit. I got imprisoned! So here's what happened. The official closing time of the area was 9 PM, and we just ignored it. So around 11:30, the park official showed up and stopped the boys. He was very angry and told them to leave immediately, otherwise he would call the cops. This meant the boys no longer had the opportunity to accompany me with the car, and on top of that he shut down all the lights in the area. The clock was ticking, there was no plan B, and all I wanted was to focus on running. And I know I only had myself to blame. Yeah, we have to figure out a plan. So we decided to head back home. There, I would just continue to run laps around the block. That way, I could refill my bottle anytime and keep running on a lighted street. At least, that was the plan. I'm fully up. One of the boys can go home, and then I will take a bottle with me, my phone, and just run the street up and down as long as I can. 112k in, 13.5 hours. Yeah, this was unexpected, but okay, we have to deal with it. Now just focus on running. Yeah, that's what we have to do. Oh, fuck. Das ist ätzend.
Wie geht es dir körperlich?
Ja, schon echt. Ganz schön echt am Arsch. Kilometer laufen, dann gehen und das verliert so viel Zeit. Der Durchschnitt ist jetzt schon bei über 7 Minuten und fahren noch die Pause. We put all the stuff inside and suddenly I was alone on my own. And then, out of nowhere, problems I could have easily avoided started popping up. So, this is how I have to charge the watch now. It went under 3%. I didn't think about it. I had to look 5 minutes for the right cable. Yeah, it was actually 15 minutes, you idiot. Yeah, no heart rate data for 1 kilometer maybe. What is on again? 121, 15 hours, 15 in. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's basically walking and a bit of running. And it should be a non-stop run, so I'm not happy with it. But running and walking is still better than stopping. And I could feel my mind slowly giving up on the goal of witnessing the sunrise. And then, around 2:30 in the morning, everything came to its logical conclusion. And that's it. A part of me knows it's not a bad result, especially since it was our first time attempting something like this. But I also know that so much more is possible, and I wasn't anywhere near my absolute physical limit. This was just the first attempt. Now we can improve, prepare a little bit better and come back stronger next time. Because this record isn't off my list. I'm going to keep trying.